Welcome to the island of the gods. Welcome to Cyprus. Here, where Aphrodite is said to have once been born from the waves of the Mediterranean, every landscape tells its own story. Contrary to what many think, Cyprus has far more to offer than sun and beaches. Abandoned cities recall unresolved conflicts, and silent ruins reveal the diversity of this picture-perfect region. Join us today as we discover the divided island in the Mediterranean. The third largest island in the Mediterranean is home to just over 1 million people. The official languages are Greek and Turkish, and the majority of the population lives in the Greek south of the island. Due to its British past, English is also widely spoken. Although the island is geographically located in Asia, it belongs politically to the European Union. Cyprus is considered the mythological birthplace of the goddess Aphrodite, which is also why traces of over 10,000 years of history can be found here. Many ancient ruins lie directly on the coast. In addition to Roman traces, Greeks, Byzantines, Ottomans, and the British have all shaped this island. But Cyprus is not only about the past, it looks to the future too. More and more people from across Europe are choosing to emigrate to this Mediterranean island, drawn by over 300 sunny days a year, a relaxed way of life, and the immediate proximity to the sea. At the same time, Cyprus is regarded as safe, international, and tax attractive, which is why entrepreneurs, digital nomads, and the self-employed in particular are choosing the island as their new home. The landscapes of Cyprus are surprisingly diverse for a comparatively small island. Between rugged cliffs, turquoise bays, and dry, rocky terrain, nature changes completely within just a few kilometers. But we don't want to give too much away, so let's dive right in. Today we begin in the west of Cyprus, where ancient legends meet some of the wildest landscapes on the island. Petra Toromiou, better known as the Rock of Aphrodite, is one of the most famous sites in Cyprus. According to legend, this is where Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love and beauty, was born from the sea. Even today, this myth lends the place an almost mystical atmosphere. Enormous rock formations rise from the water off the coast, while the waves of the Mediterranean crash against the dark stones. Especially at sunset, the entire coastline transforms into warm shades of gold and orange. The light reflects on the sea, while the silhouettes of the rocks slowly fade into the evening light. In these moments, the landscape feels almost like a backdrop from an ancient myth. Paphos, a little further west, is one of the most historically rich cities in Cyprus, and combines ancient ruins with a relaxed Mediterranean atmosphere. Located right on the coast, this UNESCO World Heritage Site was already an important center of the region in antiquity. Today, narrow alleyways, cafes, and palm-lined promenades define the image of this harbour town, while traces of past millennia can be found everywhere between modern buildings. Particularly well known are the tombs of the kings in Paphos. The monumental burial sites were built deep into the rock and date from the Hellenistic period. Despite their name, no kings were actually buried here, yet their size and architecture demonstrate the significance of the city in its time. Between stone columns and underground chambers, a quiet, almost mysterious atmosphere emerges. Equally famous are the ancient mosaics of Paphos, incredibly well-preserved Roman floor mosaics depicting scenes from Greek mythology. The fine details and colors in particular make it clear how wealthy and culturally significant the city once was. Despite this historical importance, Paphos feels simultaneously calm and relaxed. Small boats rest in the harbour, restaurants line the promenade, and the open coastline lends the city a distinctly Mediterranean feel. Here, a warm, peaceful atmosphere prevails throughout the year, with an average annual temperature of around 20 degrees Celsius. The Avakas Gorge, further north along the coast, offers a varied natural destination. Tall rock faces rise steeply on both sides, while a narrow path winds its way between the rock formations. In some places, the gorge becomes so narrow that only a little sunlight reaches the ground. This is precisely what creates a special atmosphere. Moisture gathers between the rocks, plants grow from small crevices, and the echo of water and wind intensifies the almost secluded mood of the place. The path through the gorge feels like an adventure in places, and that is exactly the point. The Akamas Peninsula is one of the last, largely unspoiled landscapes in Cyprus. The area is a protected nature reserve and hosts an extraordinary variety of plants and animals. One of the best-known spots in the region is the Blue Lagoon. The water here glows in intense shades of turquoise and blue, and is considered one of the clearest coastal landscapes on the island. From above, the lagoon looks almost surreal. Many visitors reach what is called the most beautiful swimming bay in Cyprus only by boat or via remote paths, which keeps the area significantly quieter than other bathing spots on the island. Between open coastlines and ancient temples, the West demonstrates that you don't need to visit well-known metropolises to be impressed. But also, and above all in the south, the true ancient Cyprus reveals itself. This rich history is most visible at Kourion. The location alone makes the site extraordinary. Beyond the ruins, the open sea stretches out, while the waves crash against the coast far below. The city was founded in antiquity and later developed under Roman rule into an important center of the island. Large parts of the site have survived to this day. Particularly famous is the ancient theatre of Kourion. Its semicircular rows of seats look directly out to sea, creating one of the most impressive settings of ancient architecture in the entire Mediterranean region. Among columns, mosaics, and the remains of old villas, one gains a sense of how significant this city must once have been. The ruins reveal not only the Roman past of the island, but also Cyprus's unique position between Europe, the Middle East, and the Mediterranean. Limassol lies about 20 kilometers from Kourion and is considered the most modern and dynamic city in Cyprus. Unlike many of the island's historical sites, this second-largest city combines modern urban life with a Mediterranean coastal atmosphere. Skyscrapers and luxury hotels stand alongside old alleyways, historic buildings, and traditional tavernas. The modern marina in particular defines today's image of Limassol. Yachts line the promenade, restaurants and cafes open directly to the sea, and modern residential complexes are reflected in the water. Especially in the evenings, a lively atmosphere develops along the coast as people stroll along the promenade and the city lights shimmer on the Mediterranean. Despite its modern development, Limassol also has a historical side. The old town, with its narrow streets, small shops, and traditional houses, is a reminder that this region has been an important harbour for centuries. The city is regarded as a centre for events and combines an international flair with Cypriot life, while the sea and the Mediterranean climate define the rhythm of daily city life. It is precisely this combination of luxury, coastline, and history that makes the southwestern coast so exceptional. The heart of Cyprus is undoubtedly the region surrounding the Troodos Mountains. In the interior of Cyprus rises a landscape of dense forests, cool mountain roads, and traditional villages. The highest point in Cyprus lies within the Troodos Mountains. Mount Olympus reaches a height of almost 2,000 meters and offers some of the most impressive views on the entire island. On clear days, the view from the top stretches far over forests, valleys, and all the way to the Mediterranean coast. The route upwards leads through dense pine forests and winding mountain roads. With every meter of altitude, the landscape changes. Particularly in summer, the region is a popular hiking destination. Nature trails wind through forests and along wide viewpoints around the mountain. The tranquility of the mountains stands in stark contrast to the lively coastal towns of the island. Deep in the mountains lies one of the most famous and important monasteries in Cyprus, the Kykkos Monastery. Surrounded by forests and mountains, this place feels almost hidden and possesses a special spiritual atmosphere. The monastery is considered the wealthiest on the island and impresses from the very moment you enter, with its golden icons, colorful frescoes, and richly decorated courtyards. Byzantine art and centuries-old traditions are reflected throughout. Particularly famous is the icon of the Virgin Mary, which, according to tradition, was painted by the Apostle Luke himself. Despite its size, a surprising sense of calm prevails inside. Away from the coastal resorts, Cyprus reveals a particularly authentic side in its mountain villages. In these places, time often seems to pass more slowly. Omodos is one of the most well-known mountain villages on the island. Surrounded by vineyards, the village is particularly famous for its traditional winemaking. Many visitors come here to sample Cypriot wine or simply to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. Kakopetria in the northern Troodos feels quite different. The village sits alongside a river and is surrounded by dense nature. Small bridges connect the old quarters with their traditional stone houses and wooden balconies. However, the village most often cited as the most beautiful in Cyprus is Pano Lefkara. The village is especially known for its narrow, cobbled alleyways that wind through it like a small labyrinth. Between old stone houses, flower-filled courtyards, and traditional wooden balconies, a scene emerges that feels as though it comes from another era. A stroll through Lefkara leads to new, hidden corners around every turn. Small staircases connect the different levels of the village, while bright stone paths gleam in the sunlight. Everywhere you can hear the soft clinking of dishes from the tavernas, or discover small workshops behind open doors. Together, these mountain villages show a side of Cyprus that is likely to surprise many travelers, nestled in the magical mountains of the Troodos. In the heart of Cyprus also lies a capital city with a unique distinction. Nicosia is the last divided capital in Europe. A border runs through the middle of the city, separating the Greek Cypriot south from the Turkish-controlled north. What on maps often looks like a simple line profoundly shapes the entire cityscape and atmosphere of the island to this day. Strolling through Nicosia, two worlds meet face to face. On the southern side, modern shopping streets, cafes, and European influences dominate, while in the north, Oriental markets, mosques, and Turkish culture define the scene. It is precisely this contrast that makes the city so fascinating. Within just a few minutes, not only the architecture changes, but also the language, the smells, and the atmosphere. The history is particularly visible at what is known as the Green Line. Checkpoints and barriers are a reminder that the division remains a reality to this day. Yet, in many areas, the border feels surprisingly calm. People cross it daily on foot, visit shops, or explore both sides of the city. But Nicosia is not only known for its division. The city has a history spanning thousands of years and was already an important center of the island in antiquity. To this day, the old town is surrounded by mighty Venetian walls, erected in the 16th century. Within these walls lies a labyrinth of narrow alleyways, small courtyards, and historic buildings. Traditional houses with wooden balconies stand alongside modern cafes, old churches beside mosques. It is precisely this mix of history and the present that gives Nicosia a character entirely its own. While many visitors come to Cyprus primarily for the beaches, the capital reveals a completely different side of the island. Here, it is less about beach holidays and more about cultural contrasts. Nicosia speaks of conflicts, but also of coexistence and change. Quite different from the interior, in the east stretches one of the most popular holiday destinations in Europe. Ayia Napa is primarily famous for its stunning beaches and lively summer atmosphere. Turquoise water, fine sand, and small bays define the coastline around the town. Especially in the summer months, Ayia Napa transforms into one of the most popular travel destinations in the eastern Mediterranean. But Ayia Napa is long since more than just a party destination. Along the coast, quiet swimming coves alternate with lively beachside promenades, and during the day, boats, water sports, and sunbathing set the scene. It is precisely this relaxed coastal life that makes the special character of the town. Among the most famous beaches is the renowned Nicosia Beach, as well as numerous smaller coves with crystal clear water. Many beaches look almost Caribbean in character and rank among the most beautiful on the entire island. At the same time, the region offers spectacular nature just a few minutes outside the town. Off the coast of Ayia Napa lies one of the most unusual museums in Europe, the underwater museum Musan. The installation is located several meters beneath the surface of the water and resembles a sunken city on the seabed. Between artificial trees, figures, and sculptures, fish and sea creatures move through the installation, causing art and nature to merge. When diving or snorkeling in particular, the impression arises of drifting through the remains of a forgotten underwater world. Rays of light fall from the surface down onto the sculptures, and shoals of fish drift past balloons and statues. On the way to Protaras lies one of the most impressive natural areas in Cyprus, the Cape Greco National Forest Park. Particularly well known are the sea caves. Wind and waves have carved caves and rock formations into the coastline here over thousands of years. The water glows in intense shades of turquoise and is among the clearest on the island. Many visitors come to swim, snorkel, or cliff jump, or to photograph the iconic Love Bridge, a curved stone bridge that extends directly over the turquoise sea. Protaras itself lies just a few kilometers away and feels noticeably quieter than Ayia Napa. That does not make its beaches any less beautiful. The resort is far better suited to families and travelers seeking relaxed bathing spots. The most famous highlight is the renowned Fig Tree Bay. Its fine sandy beach and shallow water provide ideal conditions for family holidays. Promenades and restaurants nestle directly alongside the sea, and peaceful coves ensure a relaxed atmosphere. Further north along the coast, near Famagusta, lies a poignant city called Varosha, a completely abandoned ghost town. Once one of the most luxurious holiday destinations in the Mediterranean, the resort was world famous for its hotels, beaches, and modern buildings. But following the Cyprus conflict of 1974, the area was suddenly abandoned and declared a restricted zone for decades. Today, many hotels and buildings stand empty. Deserted streets, crumbling facades, and cordoned-off areas are a reminder of the island's division and the consequences of the conflict. Not far from there lie the impressive ruins of Salamis, one of the most significant ancient cities in Cyprus. Upon entering the site, Salamis feels almost like a lost world. The ancient marble columns cast long shadows over the ruins, while the Mediterranean crashes against the coast just a few steps away. Seagulls circle above the remains of the former metropolis, and between the stones, history still feels tangible. Particularly impressive is the ancient gymnasium with its long colonnades and expansive courtyards. Athletes once trained here, merchants and philosophers moved through the same corridors, and the life of the city pulsed between temples, baths, and public squares. Salamis is not simply an archaeological site. It is a place where past and present merge, silent, magnificent, and full of memories of a long-vanished age. The north, finally, offers one more mix of atmospheric towns and historic sites. On the northern coast of Cyprus lies Kyrenia, known in Turkish as Givne, one of the most atmospheric cities on the island. Between mountains and sea, a place has emerged here that has preserved its Mediterranean character to this day. It is in particular the small harbour that makes Kyrenia so unique. Colourful fishing boats rock on the water, restaurants line the promenade, and behind the palm trees rises the historic castle of the city. Watching over the harbour is the mighty Kyrenia Castle, whose walls have witnessed centuries of merchants, crusaders, and conquerors coming and going. From the top, the view extends far across the Mediterranean and the coast of northern Cyprus. Narrow alleyways, traditional houses, and the direct view of the mountains also lend Kyrenia a special character that sits between the Orient and the Mediterranean world. Just a few kilometers above Kyrenia lies the impressive Belapais Abbey. The Gothic monastery ruin is one of the most beautiful historic sites in northern Cyprus and feels as though it belongs to another era. Between old stone arches, courtyards, and silent cloisters, a calm, almost melancholic atmosphere pervades. The tall Gothic windows and open halls in particular give Belapais an extraordinary elegance. But it is not only the architecture that makes this place special. From the complex, a sweeping view opens out over the coast and the Mediterranean. Between mountains, palm trees, and sea, a setting emerges that feels almost unreal. In the far northeast of the island, an entirely different side finally appears. On the Akamas Peninsula, the roads become emptier, villages fewer, and the landscape increasingly wild. Kilometers of lonely, almost reddish beaches stretch along the coast, often without hotels or larger buildings. The sea glows in intense shades of blue, while dry hills and expansive natural areas define the scenery. Among ruins of churches and monasteries standing amid open landscapes, donkeys appear at the roadside or wander calmly between the hills. They have long since become a symbol of the region and reinforce the feeling of having arrived in a place far removed from the modern world. The Akamas Peninsula shows a Cyprus that has disappeared in many places, quiet, unspoilt, and full of open space. Instead of large cities, nature, small fishing villages, and silent bays dominate. It is precisely this remoteness that gives the north its special appeal. Each region has its own charm, whether the preserved ruins, the fine sandy beaches, or the wild nature. The island of the gods has something to offer for everyone. A sun-drenched island in the Mediterranean, where mythology and Mediterranean romance create a breathtaking atmosphere. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. See you next time.